Yesterday it was 60 degrees, but you know that flash of spring is too good to be true, and pretty soon the temperatures are going to dip.
Yeah, when they do, you're going to need a pick-me-up. And what better way to lift your chilly spirit than with some cozy spirits that'll warm you up when the frigid weather drops.
PTL's mixologist, as we like to call him, Dave Kuiawa from Fine Wine and Good Spirits, is back with some winter cocktail recipes that will do just that. And we have a nice spread here today.
We do.
Yes, we do. Well, Happy New Year, Mikey and
Happy
Heather.
New Year.
And you know, with Ron's forecast this weekend, we're going to want to huddle by the fire with a nice warm cocktail or a cold cocktail with some warmness in it. So the one I'm going to start you out with first is the Fine Wine and Good Spirits Cocktail of the Month, and it's called an Earl Grey Old Fashioned.
I love the tea.
Yes, yes, it starts out with Earl Grey tea.
Yeah.
So we take Redemption bourbon, and 24 hours before we're ready to serve it, we put it in a mason jar with 1 tea bag and let it infuse in there. So you can notice the difference in the color right away.
It's darker, deeper.
How long does that infuse for?
24 hours. So we take 2 ounces of the Earl Grey infused Redemption whiskey. We take a ½ an ounce of simple syrup. We do 2 dashes of Angostura bitters and 2 dashes of a Pittsburgh product called Wiggle orange bitters. So, yeah. So these guys are in the Strip District, and we put in the bitters just to balance out the cocktail a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and add these spirits, give it a little bit of a stir, and you will have an Earl Grey Old Fashioned. And to garnish it, we just put in a little bit of a orange peel. Exactly, and it's so easy to make because all you do is just take a potato peeler and run it right down the side of the fruit, and then you have a very nice garnish.
And it really does add that extra oomph that you need
really
for the
does.
cocktail.
I think
All
it does.
about the garnish.
So Earl Grey Old Fashioned Fine Wine and Good Spirits Cocktail of the Month. So while you're enjoying that, what do you think?
Yeah,
it's got a little warmth to it, doesn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel the fireplace heating up. Feel the insides heating up.
Warm inside. I do.
Okay, tell us what's next up.
So next we have a lemon hot toddy. So who doesn't want a hot toddy on
I love the
cold
name
day?
though, toddy. Just hot toddy.
Yeah, so for hot toddy, we're going to start out with a little bit of honey. So we're just going to put that in the bottom. So just say 1 teaspoon of honey in either one of our glasses. And then we put in 4 ounces of hot water. So just boiled a little bit of water. So we'll go ahead and put that in there, and then we'll stir that up. And while we're stirring that up, we're going to talk about the spirits that are going in here. So we're going to add 1 ounce of Deep Eddy's lemon infused vodka. We're going to add 1 ounce of Evan Williams honey whiskey. So that's a kind of a bourbon product with a little honey infusion. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. And of course, we're going to garnish this with a cinnamon stick. So let's go ahead and add the spirits to it and mix that back up, and you will have a hot toddy.
I just love watching the process. It's just, it's so pretty. And it's like science.
Here's the thing, it's easier than you would think. And I think that that's the thing that people usually miss, is that you think it's going to be so hard to mix up a great cocktail, and it's not.
I love the warmness of this.
Right, so in Pittsburgh, if someone said, you know how to make one of them hot toddies, you can say, yes, we do.
It really tastes the lemon.
It tastes like a spiked lemonade. But it gets you in the back.
It does.
It gets you in the back. That, you know what, if you're sick,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, this
is
you got
a good
going
sick
on.
remedy.
All right, last up, you're going to switch us places so you can get to here, and you're making the Kentucky Flyer.
Yes, so the Kentucky Flyer starts out with 2 ounces of Woodford's Reserve Rye whiskey. So this is a whiskey, it's different from bourbon, which is primarily corn. This comes to us from rye type of grain. Then we add a 3/4 of an ounce of Luxardo. This is a maraschino cherry liqueur from Italy.
Ooh, now you're talking my language.
But it has some herbal notes to it as well, which really makes it quite complex. 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice, and then 4 dashes of the Wiggles orange, the bitters again. So we want to go ahead and add the bitters just to balance out the cocktail. We're going to add all these ingredients into our shaker. And of course, for a garnish on this one,
can I shake?
You absolutely can shake,
Mikey. Shake it up, Mikey. And you know, while she's doing that, we're getting ready to serve and taste. I got to tell you, Dave, I tried one of your holiday cocktails in big batch when we had our light up night and a little after party at our house back in December, and it was so good. And truly, what I'm finding is, don't be intimidated buy these because they really are easy to do.
Yeah, a lot of these cocktails that we show, and of course you have the recipes on your site. We have them on Fine Wine and Good Spirits. You can just scale them up.
Right.
And of course I garnish this with Luxardo cherries. If you've never had a Luxardo cherry, they're absolutely amazing. And another lemon rind. So go ahead and give the Kentucky Flyer a sip. Lots of balance to that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm flying. I see why they
It's sweet, but you can taste the lemon and you can taste the liquor, and it's really smooth.
It's very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
You're
so
quite
much,
welcome.
Dave.
We
And of
want to
course-
make sure that we tell everybody to please drink responsibly.
I know. I
Yes.
was just going to say
It's a good
that,
message.
as always. And for a copy of today's winter cocktail recipes, just go to PittsburghTodayLive.com. We've got them posted for you there.